This week, we got an update on Steam Deck repairability. Nintendo is sunsetting the eShops on some of their old consoles, and we got some big news about the Halo TV series. So let's just go ahead, together, as a people, and check it out! And welcome to another sensational Sunday. I'm Mike, and yes, I am here to bring you the tech and gaming news. So let's just hop right into it because we got some more repairability stuff with the Steam Deck. Basically, iFixit did their teardown of the Steam Deck. If you've been following other channels like Linus Tech Tips and Gamers Nexus, they both did their own teardowns. I watched both of them. Look, I've been real obsessed, okay? I can't get one. I don't have that kind of clout in the YouTube community to get one. So I have to watch other people's stuff about it. But they did their teardowns already. But iFixit, they're kind of like the official teardown people. I mean, they don't do the teardowns just to do them. They actually sell tools and provide guides on how to fix a lot of products that will otherwise be difficult to fix. It's actually good when they tear stuff down because then they can provide documentation on how to fix it and the tools and the parts. And they said in their video that they're actually going to be selling the official parts from Valve for the Steam Deck. And they did this cool x-ray of the Steam Deck. I don't know what the point of it is, but it looks really cool. I mean, I use it as the backdrop thing for this part of the video. Anyway, they had their video, which goes more in depth than the one that Valve put out. The one that Valve put out was still good, but if you want to see the whole thing taken apart, then the iFixit one is complete. They take out everything, including the screen and the battery. So if you haven't watched it, the link's going to be in the description under the references section. So I recommend watching that video. Basically, they gave it a 7 out of 10 repairability score. The most difficult thing to take out, it looks like, was the battery because it's literally glued in, like super glued, like hot glue, like Gorilla Glue. Too soon. So basically, if anybody's worried about the longevity of the Steam Deck, if you're planning on getting one, you don't really have to worry because almost everything is replaceable in there. And it's kind of cool. Like, I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I could probably do that, except for the battery. I would probably send out the Valve because I wouldn't have time or patience to pull that thing out. Maybe that's something that Valve can improve on, like maybe find another way to stick the battery in there without needing to glue it. With that being the only real issue, it's pretty good news. Overall, I'm still excited for the Steam Deck. That's why every time there's even an ounce of news, I bring it to y'all because I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to get my hands on it. I gotta be patient, but it's annoying when more and more good stuff comes out about it because I just want it more. Like, why can't we get some bad news about it? Like, I'm just waiting on the bad news. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I don't have one yet. But nope, good news keeps happening. It's getting on my nerves. The good thing is, even though we don't have any bad news about the Steam Deck, we do have some bad news about some of Nintendo's old consoles. And I'm talking about the 3DS and the, what was it called? The Wii U? Is that a thing? That exists? Okay, the 3DS, the one that people cared about, and then the other one, the Wii U. Both of their eShops are closing down as of March 2023. You can still add your credit card and buy stuff up until May 23rd of this year. After that, you can use the eShop cards. Now, the eShop cards are only going to be available up until August 29th of this year, and then after that, you really won't be able to buy or add any more points. So if you do want to buy something from either the 3DS eShop, which was a relevant system, or the Wii U, then now would be the best time to go ahead and buy it. It does kind of suck these shops are closing. The 3DS is about to be 11 years old as of next month, and then the Wii U would have been 10 years old, but nobody cares. So yeah, it kind of sucks. There are still things on the eShop that can only be purchased digital that aren't available on the Switch. Like, there are certain retro games that haven't been ported over to the Switch yet. But I don't think it really matters as much as like when Sony tried to close the PS3 and Vita shops, just because Nintendo's systems haven't been as reliant on digital purchases. Most of their games are still available physical, so there's still a way to get those games and they're still gonna be playable because they played off of the disc or the cartridge. So yeah, it still sucks, at least for the foreseeable future. You'll still be able to download the stuff that you already owned. It's really gonna hit the 3DS people the hardest because the 3DS did really well. The people who bought a Wii U are already used to disappointment, so you know, we just gotta roll with it. I mean, I bought a Wii U, you just kind of roll with it. You're just used to it already. And you know what, I can't, I'm sorry Wii U people. Okay, let me just bring this home. Let's talk about the last story. So in our final story, we got some news about the Halo TV series. And I'm gonna be honest, I've been avoiding the Halo TV series because I don't really watch TV that often in general, so I don't really care. And plus it's gonna kind of be side content. I'm not saying like I won't watch it, I'll probably check it out, but it's not something I'm really looking forward to or not looking forward to. I don't really have any thoughts on it at all until now. Because there's a story going around. Well, it's not really a story. They confirmed it that they're going to be showing Master Chief's face in this TV series. I don't know how I feel about it. These games have been around forever, and we never seen Master Chief's face. Now, they did say that this TV series is going to be kind of its own timeline. It's going to use the basis of the stuff that happened in the game, but it's going to kind of stray and go in its own direction, so that way the two don't kind of shoehorn each other, which is fair. You know, some people were like, oh, the TV series is not canon. But if you make the TV series canon with the games, then you're just going to lock yourself into a corner that's going to be stupid. So that's fine. But with that being said, I don't know how this is going to be treated, though. Let's say like he reveals his face in this TV series. If they decide to do a reveal later in the game, are they going to get the same actor and do mocap for that actor? Or are they just going to go with a different person? I just don't want it to be a situation where, like, once they do this, then people are going to expect that the Master Chief in the game is going to look this way. It's going to be a little bit confusing. So I don't know why they felt the need they needed to do this. I guess they said with it being a TV series that fans need to be able to connect to the character more, so it doesn't need to have a helmet on. Which I don't know. I haven't watched the series and I don't do TV, so I don't want to disagree. But I'm going to say that I disagree. I feel like if you have a strong supporting cast, you could probably make it work. But that's just me personally. Look at The Mandalorian. Like, yeah, at some point he did take his helmet off or whatever, but they went most of the series with him having his helmet on. I don't know. It's a different series. I'm not here to judge TV people and say how stupid that is. But yeah, apparently that's what they're doing. So who knows what Master Chief really looks like? Is it going to look like TV Master Chief? Are we ever going to see game Master Chief's face, or is that going to still be a thing? I am curious to see how they make him look in the show, like he's going to have any scars or anything, because we already know how the actor looks. You can just Google the actor that's playing Master Chief. But yeah, I'm a little bit intrigued. I might check out the series to see how it goes. I did see the weird looking Cortana thing, so I am aware of that. But you know what? We're going to have to ride it out and see what happens. But I know what's going to happen right now, and that's me bringing this video to a conclusion. But if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to tell a friend, tell a coworker, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification to get notified when I drop a video, and always do at least 2 things at the same time.